before I start the video, I forgot to add the one important thing. When I was working with Amouranth, we had our falling out, and she had ran off with hundreds of photos, raw photos, and it was my mistake for leaving her at my home, and with Nick, who is now her husband. Congratulations, even though she tried to hide that fact, and now it's hurting her, somewhat hurting her monetary income. She ran off with those photos, Tracer, Ray, and other random photos that she had asked me to take of her while we started our partnership out here in Los Angeles. And I'm not sure if they're still archived, but it does show us walking through Universal City Walk. We also went, she also came down another time. We went to Hesperia and took some photos in the desert with her Ray costume. And she went from 4,000 to 5,000 Instagram followers to immediately about like 20,000, 22,000 in just a few months. But it hurt to the core. So when we had our falling out, her answer, rather than, and it was an uphill battle for me, don't forget at this time, people didn't know the dark secrets about her. I did, because she came and lived or stayed with me at my home with her then boyfriend, Nick Lee. And we had a falling out, and I discovered some things about her, and I didn't like. Rather than really talking about out like people, what she did was very much as she's doing now, was deflecting, causing lies, causing chaos, using the female card. So, so you are disappointed. I got over that time frame, and it was something I had to learn from and self-reflected, but I am glad the community has seen past some of these things, and there are other streamers and online YouTubers that are exposing her for what she really is. And I could have utilized this help long time ago when she first started, but the nerd community is very strong when they find their princess, their queen, their role model, or they kind of mentally see themselves with someone like Caitlyn. And believe it or not, hanging out with her, I couldn't stand the way she ate. She smacked and sucked on her food, and when she drank liquids, she would do this. I couldn't stand that. Oh, dude, I want to like fucking knock her into the fucking next dimension. The other things was her living habits. She is a fucking slob. She may not look like that on online in her streams. Of course, she's producing an image, but whew, when she left that room, dude, fuck, I wanted to hose that entire little 15 by 15 room with my pressure washer. But at any rate, so let's just start the video. That's what happened to me with Amouranth back in 2016, and I was fucking duped by her. But whatever, you know what, it worked out, and bad thing leads to good things. So what's up, dick boys? Okay, I haven't done one of these in a very, very long time. I used to video blog. I used to blog a long time ago, back in 2008. YouTube was still young, and I took a bit of a hiatus growing up, traveling. Okay, not too much traveling, but doing that piece, as well as working and being an average citizen. And now that I'm back in the scheme of things, I did attempt to dabble in some of the gaming piece back in 2015 and 2016. I still do play games, but not as much as I would like. I don't play as much MMOs as I would like when I first started back in that map back there, which is World of Warcraft. So the purpose of this reaction video is to Amouranth. Amouranth is a Twitch streamer. In recent events, people have been flaming her, calling her a THOT, which is a Twitch hoe. I will reveal that I was one of the first partnerships that I had with her when I started my journalism piece. It is the Orbiting Press. It's a very small media that I utilize to put my thoughts into and cover some of the things that I really do still enjoy, which is gaming, comic book conventions, automobiles, and anything that kind of just strikes my interest. But at any rate, So Amouranth, back to Amouranth. When I first started with her, she had about 3,000 to 4,000 Instagram followers, and I was getting into photography at that time, and I had randomly talked to her through Twitch. When I discovered her, she was just starting at playing Overwatch, and she was growing her fan base. At the time, we were only getting about 76 to, at the highest, 114, 15 viewers on her Twitch channel. And the discussion was how could we get her to mass appeal. And she found a business plan that worked, and now she is where she is now. However, she's getting scrutinized. Let me take a step back. When I first started working with her, I set up the computers. I did take the photos of her first type of cosplaying. I was not the first photographer, but I did take several hundred shots of her in the Tracer outfit. We also went to, utilizing the Tracer outfit, we went to the Hollywood, as you can see in this next photo, the Hollywood, the Universal Walk out here in Los Angeles. She actually flew out here from Houston. She is from Houston, Texas, and she'll probably say, well, he's giving up. Everyone knows you're from Texas, Amouranth, or AKA Caitlin. And I basically provided her with a lot of material to utilize in springboarding her into the 4,000 to 5,000 Instagram range to 22,000 in a few months that we'd known each other and were working with each other in the span from, I believe, July of 2016 into September, October, through October of 2016. And we had a falling out. She was getting crazy subscriptions and likes, and that's great for her. The problem is, when I was seeing this, is one of two things. Nobody believed me at that time because her fan base was growing, and the nerd community is a very special type of mental, narcissistic, if you would call, believing that she's one thing when in actuality behind the camera she is not. I am happy for her in her success, but I am disapproving of the process and the way she went about her business plan, which is utilizing her looks, utilizing her Patreon, utilizing Twitch as an outlet for getting people to donate money to her in the thousands from what I see online now, into her private chat, into her private videos, and whatever she does with those people, they continue to give her money. Those type of things, ironically, Twitch doesn't condone. There are many, this is a new terminology, Twitch THOT. Anyway, so we had our falling out, and she was doing the things to me as people are doing to her now. Although what she was doing to me was flat out unacceptable lie. She's using the female card, of course, in this day and age. When a female utilizes the card, these male followers, oh my God, she is such a saint. Oh, we love her. We love her. She wouldn't do anything like that. Haha, this guy's a fuck. He's a fuck boy. No, I assisted her in the technology, the photography, the videography, and in most cases, getting her the process in which she's utilizing now, and she only grew from it. The photographer, the people who are behind the scenes really don't get the credit that they should do. And speaking of people behind the scenes, let's talk about her now fiance, or now actually, not fiance, actually husband. So congratulations, Amouranth, but you didn't hide that fact from people, and people are now knowing that you were lying to them to get them to pay you monies for your videos claiming that you can't find a boyfriend, you don't want to date, those type of illogical, irrational, and straight up just fraud, if you would say. But there are many videos online. It's a Gundam I discovered. I was emailing him and discussing some of the fallacies in which Amouranth promotes herself. And there's other videos with a guy named L, or I gotta get his channel correct because I can't remember off the top of my head because I'm live. I'm doing the video right now. So, but he also posted up a video exposing Nick Lee and her marriage, and I already knew about that long before. Not the marriage, but the engagement, and before that, in 2016, they were seeing each other, dating, boyfriend and girlfriend. And I was told explicitly from Nick he did not want to be in any videos. Yet he would pop up here and there in the background, or be walking and people's like, who the fuck is that? And Amouranth, of course, would say, oh no, he's just my friend. Well, you live in a nice home. You live in upper middle class Houston. You brag that you started your own career, which I know you did, and I'm very proud that you did. However, you didn't hide the fact, or plain and simple, that people would find those types of businesses that you created out there in Houston and put two and two together, follow you on social media, and here you are saying that these people are obsessed. And in some ways, these people only find out the truth, and you actually put yourself out there without hiding those things, and then you deflect and you claim that you're being harassed, being obsessed over, when actuality people who bring these truths to light, you deflect, and you Caitlin Amouranth, claim that these things are false, and try, because why? It hurts your monetary income. It hurts everything that you established. No, people can't find out I'm married, but I can tell you one thing, that when I was a photographer for her and videographer and tech guy, I have videos of her in my home. I have videos of her, Nick and her helping each other out, and so the cat's out of the bag right now. Excuse me, the cat's out of the hat, and she more or less is dealing with these things and deflecting. And there was an article recently on Sci-Fi claiming this, and that, and probably buying her sad ass female card of, oh, I'm being harassed. That's private information. If you don't want anything private online, don't post it. If you don't want yourself to be publicly chastised, don't post it. But it's a form of income, and she makes a great amount of money for really doing nothing but dancing around in front of the camera. I was told from her in the beginning that she was a gamer. She's not a gamer. Overwatch was the one thing that she was promoting at the time in 2016, and I was one of the people who actually carried her through the match. I played Mercy at the time. So, in actuality, karma took place, and what when we had our falling out, she was claimed that I was harassing her, and I wasn't this or that, and you know, I took a time to self-reflect and take myself away from the scheme, because people believe her, and how am I supposed to fight that when she has the fan base? It's true. The truth of the matter is, she has, and always did have, and does have, the fan base that these sad-ass nerds who spend so much amount of money on her donating. You might as well go to Chatterbait or MyFreeCams and donate to girls who actually will show you a bit of more of themselves, or take that money and go travel and go to the red light district in Amsterdam, or go down to Tijuana out here in California, just drive down to San Diego, go across the border, go get yourself a nice girl for about $30 to $40, and that's the truth. You know, oh shit, he's been there. Not saying I haven't, but most Californians do go down there, and I do hear stories. So Amouranth, I'm glad those things happened to you. That's what you deserve, and that's what you get for being a pathological liar and hiding the truth. The funniest thing that I ever seen, I didn't want to see anything from her for the past couple years, but recently a friend of mine had linked me a few things about her being flamed, and one of them was fucking funnier than shit, which was a gym. She completely lied to the gym manager and female manager. Oh, that's not a camera. It's a fucking camera phone. It's a fucking camera phone. And people are watching you as you are lying on the stream. So it's amazing how people can... The nerd community continues to support people like this in hopes that they would gain something out of it. Twitch gains viewer bases because of these types of thoughts now. This prescribed terminology for these types of girls that don't game, really cosplay fucking sucks, and they're just dancing around and looking pretty on camera, when in actuality they're scumbags down to here, the heart. They are scumbags. And there was another streamer who came on Amouranth's Twitch and said in her chat that you disgust me. People like you, I can't say, don't quote me on that, but basically on the lines of, people like you, Amouranth, make me feel disgusted that I am streaming on the same website as, or same hosting site as you, and promoting your body, promoting your sexuality to make a dime, to make a money, to make thousands, to make your bread, and that doesn't fucking count. So, my rant is, karma comes back. I didn't have the power back then to stop her, but the internet has. The internet has spoken. People have spoken. People have dug up some shit on you, and now you're shitting on yourself by creating more lies. You're more pathological lies, attacking people for things that they are only talking about the truths. And you once again, Caitlin, Amouranth, and Nick, hiding behind that truth by deflecting, using the female card. I'm being harassed. I'm being obsessed over. That is the world we live in today. That is a type of millennial, is Amouranth. But she's making the money. Twitch won't ban her. YouTube won't ban her. Instead, YouTube will come after people like us who talk about the facts. And then Amouranth, in turn, comes back and says, whoa, wait a minute. That's private information. We can't have you talk about people in their private life. But it's okay for Amouranth to talk about other people like me and post my private information back in 2016 that I was a scumbag. Does this look like a scumbag? Face of a scumbag. Most would say yes. But at any rate, so, ha ha, bitch.